Welcome back to Beyond the Trailer 6-part special report on talent to watch in 2013. Already we've taken a closer look at Dane DeHaan, who is becoming one of Hollywood's go-to compelling villains, as well as his Kill Your Darlings co-star Daniel Radcliffe, who is trying to distance himself from his blockbuster beginnings. But Chloe Moretz is doing exactly the opposite as she strives to show she wasn't a one-hit wonder as Hit Girl. On that note, many of you might be thinking Moretz has already made it, but that is not the case. Of course, the role of Hit Girl in Kick-Ass and all the controversy that went along with it made her front-page news, putting her in a prime position to follow in action heroine Angelina Jolie's footsteps, which Moretz has said was her goal. But with Kick-Ass initially underperforming at the box office, followed by the Let Me In remake being an outright flop, as well as Hugo and Dark Shadows failing to gain any real box office traction, well, she might be emulating the wrong aspects of Jolie's career. Also distressing is that Moretz's indie work has also failed to make waves, with Texas Killing Fields and Hick going largely unnoticed. Then again, Moretz's choice of roles would make it seem she's more interested in being considered sexy than a good actress, a strategy that's derailed Dakota Fanning's career. However, while her career might have stalled, 2013 brings Moretz not one, but two chances to push it back into overdrive. Now, while Kick-Ass might have done poorly in theaters, it has rebounded afterwards, and so this summer we get Kick-Ass 2. Not only does the sequel promise to feature more Hit Girl, but Moretz, at 16, is now a more appropriate age to play a gritty action heroine acceptable to mainstream audiences. But even if Kick-Ass 2 should still prove to be too much for most audiences to handle, which is a genuine concern if it stays faithful to the source material, Moretz is also starring in the much-anticipated remake of Carrie. While Let Me In, also a horror film, proved to be a misstep for Moretz, that was largely due to fanboy anger that the original 2008 Swedish film was being remade in the first place. But this new Carrie is a different story. As is often the case with Stephen King adaptations, there's much debate over whether or not the first one was faithful enough to the novel. This remake is said to be very faithful, and even more so has some serious artistic credibility, with Julianne Moore co-starring and Boys Don't Cry's Kimberly Peirce at the helm. While it was going to come out this spring, MGM and Screen Gems have now positioned it for a 2013 Halloween release. So do you think either Kick-Ass 2 or Carrie will be able to get Moretz's career back on track? And does she have a shot at following in Angelina Jolie's footsteps, or more like Dakota Fanning's? Write your thoughts down below, and be sure to check out the rest of the episodes in BTT's special report on talent to watch in 2013.